What's going on, guys? Fall is hands down one of the best times that you and I can get out there and chase crappie, but only if you know how to adapt. The bite is changing right now this time of year, and the fish that were stacked up all summer long in the summer, them fish are on the move, guys. If you don't switch up your game, you're gonna come back empty-handed. So in this video today, I'm gonna break down what's happening under the water this fall in your waters, the rigs and the baits, and the techniques that you need to tie on, and how to fish schools and find fish fast. Even if you don't have any fancy electronics, guys, a lot of this transfers to bank fishing or creek fishing. So stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll be ready to crush some fall crappie. Let's get to it. Are you kidding me? Look at this pile of fish. I haven't seen a pile this stacked, oh my gosh, in a long time. I want to see how big these fish are, guys. Holy cow. We'll get to the lesson here in just a second. What I'm gonna do is drop by these fish and I'm gonna bring it right through their face. Holy buckets, dude. Holy buckets. Oh, and they're nice. 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 Oh. Oh, yes, sir. That's that downsize. Downsize. Got a little action right there, baby. So as we transition into the fall cooler temps, these fish are gonna pull off their summer homes, guys, straight up. They're not gonna be sitting at their 30, 40 foot homes anymore. They're gonna move up, guys. They're gonna move up to that prime range, that 10, 15, 18 foot range for about a month or two. Now, once they get off of that month or two hiatus, they're gonna be following these creek channels. They're gonna be following these bait balls. They're gonna be following the shad. That's what they wanna do, guys. They wanna follow the shad. So if you can find a bend in a creek, a natural bend, if you can find a transition point like right here on this flat. So right here, I'm pushed up to 15 foot. Now, all the videos prior to this, we've been in 20 plus foot of water. So look, I pushed up to that 15 to 16 foot mark, and look what I find, guys. I find a nice loaded stump, guys. And it's been a while since I found a stump that's this loaded. So what we want to do is set the hook on some beautiful slabby patties. And like I said, man, they're coming out of that summer hide. They're coming shallower. And guys, they're hanging out and they're eating. They're following these shad because these water temperatures are starting to cool off very slowly. You know, it's about 60, 70 degrees at night, and then it's about 90 during the day. So this is a slow transition, but that's why I wanted to get this video out soon. That way you can reference it all fall and you can follow your fish at your local waters. Look at this, guys. Are you kidding me? Look at this. And they're all dandies, bro. They're all 10, they're not 10, they're all 11, 12, 13-inch fish, guys. They're all nice fish. Here we go, 10 foot out now. I'm putting the boat right on them, guys, because you know what? Why not? You know what? Why not? Here we go, dropping down right on their face. I'm gonna hang it right over them. Look at this, dead stick presentation. Just gonna pop it, let it hang for just a second, and what you're gonna do is you're just gonna feel for that tug, son. You know, you already know the tug is the drug. Oh my gosh, 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 dude, golly, he inhaled it. I can't even begin to express to you how fired up this gets me right here, guys. It's been a long summer, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been a long summer, guys. So to come out here, look at that. That's a 12-incher right there, 12 and a half. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, fishy. Come here. Look at me crawling around the boat. Golly, he got some air. Let's see what they're at. 13-inch fish, baby. 13-inch slabby patty. 13-inch slabby patty, son. Moved up in the water column. I'm in the middle of a river channel, guys. Oh man. All right, let's cut. How can you leave them? How can you leave them when you're this fired up? How can you leave them? I mean, good night. Again, hanging over them. The water temperatures are falling. So what's that mean? That means their wants to chase is also falling, guys. And you see, I'm putting on a class right now. All I'm doing is dead sticking, guys. Dead sticking. And what I mean by that, another tip for you, as that water cools off, the speed of your retrieval also needs to cool off. In other words, You need to slow it down, guys. You need to slow it. All summer, these fish been chasing, going fast. Eat this, eat that, eat this, eat that. As this water cools off, as they start to get lethargic, as they start to hang out, they're gonna slow down. So as you saw, I took that split shot off of my line. That split shot is gone. I'm just free slack lining. I go and follow me, sorry. I'm just slack lining the jig, that's it, guys. And that leads me into my next tip. I was gonna move spots, but whoo, why would we move spots? You'll notice this time of year you'll notice a lot of us will downsize. You know, normally I got a 2-inch, 2.5-inch bait. Guys, I downsize. I'm rocking a 1.5 inch to 1 3/4 inch soft plastic. This time of year, water's cooling off. These fish are gorging on shad. And right now, you need to match the hatch more than ever. As you go into fall, you got to match the hatch, guys. You have to match the hatch. And what that means is downsizing. You know, some big old fat rosy reds usually do really good. But right now, you want to get those smaller minnows if you're using minnows. If you're using soft plastics like we like to use, you want to get these smaller baits. These smaller baits are the key. Smaller baits with a slower retrieval. That's the ticket here. And guys, you're just gonna drop into a nest like this. You're just gonna let it hang there and just let the weight of the jig swing it back to you and pick up a fish, guys. And pick up a dandy. Oh, he took me into a tree. I was wondering what happened. I still have I can feel the fish swimming around. Oh no, what's going on here? What am I stuck on? Is this just that big of a fish? Wait. I can see the fish right here. Am I stuck on something? This is so bizarre. Look, my fish and me are right here. It's almost like, hold on, let me move it left and right. Yeah, I'm stuck on a line that's stuck down in the brush pile. So that fish is suspended, right? See the fish? I have the fish. Fish is secure. But I also have whatever line is going from the fish down into the brush pile. Wow. Dude, I've never been in a situation like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna slack off. I'm gonna let that jig fall. There we go. Okay, hold on. Nope, so that fish didn't come off. So watch my screen. Look, see the 3 pieces? See the 3 pieces? So I'm gonna go all the way down. What I wanna do is try to get, there we go. Ah, that fish got off, but that was crazy. That was insane. All right, here we go. Casting back out there, guys. So anyway, downsize your bait, guys. Downsize your bait for sure. If you're looking for fall crappie, this time of year, match the hatch. And right now, most of your baits are smaller than you think. Most of your live minnows, most of that stuff are smaller than you think. I had a white bass pick me up and swim with me just now. That was crazy. So, and I'm also going with a more natural color, guys. This is more natural presentation. This jig has not a big long tail, but it has nice little fins, little flared fins on the side, a little short tail, a little stubby tail. You know, looking like a mayfly, looking like a late mayfly. So, but anyway, so adjust your depth. Again, at 12 to 15 foot range right now as the water temperatures drop. Slow your retrieval. So get that retrieval down just a little slower than normal, a little slower than summer. You can still lay on a little speed right now. This time of year, you can still lay on a little speed, but as you get colder, you want to slow that retrieval down. All right, let's hit this thing. Let's get a couple more. Look at it. Let's go right over his bonzo. There we go. Let's go over this big boy's face right here. Let's go over this big boy's face and bring him back here. Guys, this is a dandy. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. Oh my word, guys. Oh my word. Oh my word. Are you kidding me? You kidding me right now? Guys, are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? Oh, y'all see that fish? Let's get him back in there. Are you kidding me right now? These fish are fired up, dude. These fish are fired up. Okay, guys, let me drop back down there. So that was a dandy. Mama wanted to eat that. Oh man, we actually have 2 separate piles. So you got the main one right here, and then you got the other one, which is there's this little stump. See this stump right there, guys? It got fish all around it. And I'll move this right. See, I'll move it right. Hard right is another pile sitting right here at 12 foot. So let's hit that one. That's the one I've been hitting this whole time. Let's go at a different angle this time. So another thing I want to talk to y'all about is line selection. So sometimes people ask me, hey, what line are you using? What line do you prefer? So here lately, For the past 6 months or so, I've been using braid. I told myself I'm gonna learn braid this year. I'm gonna learn how to really get good with braid, and that's what I've done. I've gotten really good with braid. So my line of choice currently is an 8-pound braid, 6 to 8 pound braid. I'm not gonna sit here and give you a bunch of brand names and stuff because I don't want y'all to get so wrapped up in that. A lot of people think, oh, I gotta get that specific brand, that specific braid, that specific length, whatever. No, guys, no, keep it simple. Just go get you a nice 6 to 8 pound braid while they're still in this 12 to 15 12 to 15 foot depth. Now, what I will tell you is when they get really shallow, so when they do their final, like their big spawning push up in the creeks, up in the real shallow stuff, guys, when they get into those real shallows, then I'm gonna switch to 6 to 8 pound fluorocarbon. And the reason for that is I want that line to be as clear as possible. You know, these fish, they can spawn in as little as 2 foot of water, 1 foot of water. They don't need much, guys. They don't need much. They need a little bit of water. And so I want to take away any opportunity for them to see my line. So that braid, I usually use a dark green braid. It's just usually what I use. But that line, in my opinion, kind of sticks out a little bit. So what I want to do is I want to alleviate all chances of that line spooking them fish and getting me, you know, caught up or getting them pushed off. So line selection, when they're in their creeks or when they're in spawn mode, when they are spawning, I'm going to go with 6 to 8 pound fluorocarbon. Okay, when I'm still out here on the lake, when I'm still at the mouth of the rivers and I haven't pushed up into the creek channels just yet, I'm 6 to 8 pound braid, guys. Doesn't matter the brand. Please don't get stuck up on the brand. They're all pretty decent. They all have their place. Find one that works for you with your type of fishing, with your budget, and rock out. I think right now this one's just a standard Bass Pro Shop, just BPS brand braid. I don't think it's anything special. I mean, there's a ton of braid brands that I've used, and they're all good, guys. Just pick the one that you like the most. Really, the important thing is the braid scissors that you get. Take some time, do some research on scissors, because gosh, guys, I went through like 12 or 13 pair of them things before I figured out a pair that I like. So, all right, here we go. And I would recommend the scissors, not any of the toenail clippers or anything like that. See, these fish are popping off now. So I recommend actual scissors, like scissors. So here, mine look like, oh, I'll get them in just a second. Hold on, I just dropped on a fish. I'll get them in just a second, I'll show you. So here we go. I mean, it's a drug, you know what I'm saying? The tug's the drug. It's like an addiction. These fish start biting. Let me go down below these little ones. Let me go down into mama's face down here. Here we go. Y'all know traditionally the littler fish like to hang out up top. So what I want to do is I want to push down into that pile. I want to get to those bigger girls and I want to hang it there. Now remember, crappie can only attack up. They prefer to only eat up. So if you see one that you like or not, that's okay. Keep it above them, let it drift naturally, and you're gonna get hammered, guys. So, all right, I'm gonna reposition on this one. I think I caught enough looking at this angle. I'm gonna push up a little bit, kind of move, and we're gonna pick y'all back up. All right, so remember I showed you that pile that was to the front and there was one to the right. So now what I wanna do is I wanna focus on that front pile. And it brings me to my next tip, guys, mobility. Mobility, guys. If you're on a boat, if you're on the bank, it doesn't matter. Either one. You know, give yourself 5, 10, 15 minutes at a spot. If they ain't gonna bite, guys. You ain't gonna force a crappie to bite. If they're there and they're hungry, they're gonna hammer it. If they're there and they ain't hungry, they ain't gonna do nothing. Golly. So, keep it moving, keep it pushing, keep looking at spots, keep looking for other fish to catch. You know, I'm out here on the main lake, and you saw how many we had sitting right in front of us, and I'm already moving because they've already slowed down. But look, here's the key part, guys. Look at that right above me. See that big old bait ball? Remember, we're following the bait. We're looking for bait. We're following bait. Oh, we got one following me up. So I just want to continually ascend until he gets interested or not. It's totally up to him. Want to pop it a little bit, kind of trigger that attack mode in his brain. He should pull off any second. There he goes. He just pulled off for me. But look, that shed ball just pulled out, and we got a couple of big ones right here at 3 foot. Now look, guys, key tip right here. Key tip. Look at my bait. Look at that. That's why that fish didn't want to bite. We're seahorsing. I call that seahorsing, guys. That bait has slid down that shaft, and we're looking crazy. Who's going to eat that? Nobody. So what we're going to do is we're going to freshen up, guys. We're going to get a freshie. We're going to take this one off, put him down there, Davy Jones' locker. Okay, we're going to come back here. Oh, we're going to move the camera box, open up our bag of tricks here, and I'll show you exactly what I'm using today, guys. It's a new one for me, actually. So here's what I'm using, guys. Bam, Mr. Crappie sugar glider, monkey shine, 1.5 inch bait, guys. 1.5 inch bait. I'm still using the 1/8 ounce jig head. Still using the 1/8 ounce jig head. I have not downsized that yet because I still want the depth. And I'm just going through the back here. Bada bing, bada boom. Coming out halfway down. Bam. So now we got a fresh color. Y'all know how I feel about fresh colors. It always happens. I put a fresh color on. I usually do pretty decent. All right, here we go. Got a little problem with the line. This normal with this braid, or floss as Roger and Reel calls it. So, all right, let's see where we're at, guys. Let's see where we're at. Got the big school right there. All right, see, look, these little guys, they didn't leave. They look like they left. They didn't leave. They're right there on that stick. They're right here below the boat. So I'm gonna drop it right here below the boat, guys. Watch, I'm gonna drop it right here below the boat. I've actually pushed out to 20 foot too. I need to go shallower here in just a second, but I'm gonna drop down there. I'm gonna stop it right over it, guys. I'm gonna show you, those fish are still there. They're still there. Just that shad ball, see him follow me out? See him follow me out? Ooh, that shad cover just left, so they pushed back down. Let's go down in there again. Let's go down, I'm just gonna hang it right there in that void. And look, there's another shad ball right there, guys. So remember, follow the, there we go, guys. Look at that, see? Drop down to that log. We thought the fish were gone, but they ain't gone. They ain't big, but they ain't gone. They ain't big, but they ain't gone. Hold on, Roger and Reel's calling me. I think that's Roger and Reel right there. Okay, I'm gonna put Roger and Reel right here. We're gonna hook this slabby patty, guys, and pick y'all right back up. Give me just a second. All right, had to let Roger and Reel know about all the reindeer fun we're having. So check it out. Like I said, that pile, see those fish? They're still underneath that log. Those shad were, not that group, but a different group, was over that log, so those fish kind of came out. That's where they messed up. They let us see them. Now, I watched those shad leave, but I also know that those fish pushed back down underneath that log. So what I'm gonna do is push back a little bit. Actually, you can see them come back out. That shad ball came out, so let's just drop into the middle of them. Right here, watch. I'm gonna show you this all live. So I'm gonna drop down into them. I'm actually a little short, but see, that's me going down right there. I'm gonna bust through the shad, and usually you get hammered after that because you look like an injured shad. So bada bing, bada boom, I just fell down in that group. Oh, and he hammered me, guys. So when there's shad present, pull back up through the shad, go back through the shad, use them as a cover, and then drop back down in there. And those fish are gonna think that you're one of those injured bait fish. So look, I'm falling back in the pile right now. I'm gonna stop right over it. I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit, kind of mimicking a shad that's dying. I'm gonna drop down just a little bit. I'm gonna come back up, woo! Come back up and just play the game, guys. Just play the game until they think that you're a actual bait fish, and they're either gonna hammer you or they ain't gonna do nothing with you. There we go. Ah! Oh man, there is shad everywhere, guys. Let me drop back down in there. Let's see what happens here this time. If this big mama will bite me, we'll be having a good day. Here we go. Look, see I pulled them out of that log. Those shad have pushed off, so we're gonna keep our bait above them. See, they're not sure. Now they're just sitting stagnant. So instead of dropping in front of them, I'm gonna reel up completely because I don't wanna push them out. See how that one is still suspended right there? And so now what I'm gonna do is drop back in them. So now it looks like a whole new presentation. I know it's crazy, but it's not the same lure. So I'm dropping down in them. I mean, it's not the same situation. So the group of shad fell through, popped it right there. I know there we go. Ah! Light bite, dude. Light bite. I can feel them all on the end of this outlaw crappie pole though. Using my 7-foot 2-piece outlaw crappie pole. And there we go, guys. I fell through that shad one last time and I hooked into a whale of a tail here. Oh my gosh. We saw the shad, we mimicked the shad, we dropped through them, we used them as cover, we dropped through them. Once we dropped through them, the fish thought we were an injured bait fish is what I can only assume. I'm obviously not a fish, so I don't know. And then we reeled up a little bit and then draw back down through the shad. And then we reeled up a little bit and bazinga, we were hit. So let's go back over to this pile. There's another pile. I'm actually in a submerged like timber area. So there's a bunch of logs right here you can just bounce around on. So let's kind of recap. Let's talk about the 3 biggest mistakes just in concise form for you. So the first biggest mistake that I see when you're fishing for fall crappie is using a bait that is too big, guys. This is the time of year that you want to downsize. You want to throw on those littler hand tides. You want to go to a 16th ounce jig. You want to, or use an 1/8 ounce jig with a small profile profile like I have here. And I'm telling you guys, it's gonna start working. It's gonna pay off dividends. So shrink your bait, guys. Shrink your bait, shrink your bait. Oh shoot, sorry fish. Shrink your bait, guys. The second thing that I see a lot of and that you gotta stay focused on is fishing summer depths most of the time out of frustration. Guys, these fish are moving constantly right now. They're going to be constantly moving. Where they at on Saturday may not be where they're at on Monday. Guys, they are moving, they're feeding, they're getting ready to go do their thing up in the shallows, okay? So the second thing that I see most people get wrong is they get frustrated and then they go back to their summer depths. Guys, trust me when I tell you, that's only going to add to your frustration because you're gonna expect fish to be there, and guys, they just won't be there. They're not there anymore. Biggin'. Oh, they won't be there. They'll be moving, chasing the shad, guys. That's what they're doing. Look, they're already starting to get thick. They're already starting to put on their spawning weight. They're already getting ready for their winter slow down. So don't get frustrated and shallow and think, no, they're still deep. No, they're moving. That's the problem, is they're moving. You just got to move with them. That's why I said earlier in the video, give yourself 5-10 minutes and then move. Try to find them in other places, guys. But stick to river channels, stick to mouths of rivers. Now, if you don't have electronics, that's totally fine. Play the wind, guys. Most bait is on a wind-blown wall. If you can see in front of me now, the wind is blowing this way. I'm in a cove. The bait is being pushed into this cove, guys. This not hard. So if you're on like the opposite side, let's say I was fishing on that side of the lake where the wind's coming from, and I'm like, man, I'm not getting any hits, I'm not getting nothing. It's probably because there's no bait, guys. The bait is typically on the wind-blown bank, so make sure you head over to the wind-blown bank if you can and check it out. If not, do your best. Do your best to get, maybe the wind's swirling and it's pushing some, but definitely don't stick with your summertime depths. They're going to be moving shallower and they're going to be moving constantly. Let's drop down on these fish on the backside. I haven't even hit these fish on the backside yet. Let's see if we can get any of them to play ball here. Oh, there we go. What a pile, guys. What a pile. And you can see, I've been within the same 100 yards here the whole video, and the range is so crazy. I mean, we got slabby patties, we got babies like that. Just everything's on the move, everything's working right now. So here we go. Let's drop down one more time before I talk about the third thing let's re-hammer in a third point. Let's go. Let's get below those top fish. Let's see if we can find a bigger one down below them. Now, this type of fishing, I'm not selecting a specific fish like I normally would in the summer. I'm just going into the ball of them, guys, and I'm just dropping below them. Because historically speaking, if you watch any of our videos, you know, the littler fish sit up top and the bigger fish generally stay in the bottom. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of forcing that topic. What I'm doing is kind of blowing through those top fish, and I'll show you what I mean. So look, there's my jig right there, guys. And so what I want to do is I want to get down past those fish. See, I'm going through them. Now I'm in the bottom of the pile. I'm suspended right in here. And if we get a hit, typically speaking, those are the bigger fish of the pile. I don't know what it is about the little fish. I don't know if it's because they're full of energy. I don't know if it's because they're eager. I mean, I don't know. But usually the bigger fish, the slower, thicker ones are closer to the bottom or closer underneath the school, closer to the structure. There we go, see? Just floated right through there. I went down below that pile and I have an absolute mommy. Look at that. Oh, broke the jig. That's all right. How about that for an advertisement? How about that, huh? But look at that, guys. 13-inch fish. Well, let's see. I think she's actually probably 12. Let's see. Let's see. Close her mouth. Put her on the scale. Yeah, 12-inch on the money. So, 12-inch fish. But you saw. I took that jig. I went from the upper half. I forced it through those fish. They're not going to follow it down. I forced it through that fish. I suspended it, stopped it for a second. Those bigger fish got pressure or whatever they feel. Hammered it. brought it to the surface. Let me retie and I'll pick y'all back up. All right, guys, we are back. We are back. Got retied right there. Busted that knot. That's crazy. Again, catching every one of these slabby patties with my 7'2" Outlaw crappie pole. Guys, you can get them all day long at fishoutlaw.com. Use code Dangle Nation for 10% off the pole. This pole, any pole, all of them, they're all worth the money. The new Outlaw Patriot 7-foot one piece is phenomenal. Y'all could check that one out too. But man, what a great day so far. So that leads me into number 3, the third thing that I see people get wrong the most. And I said it earlier in the video, and I'm just trying to say it again to hammer it home. It's fishing too fast in the fall. Guys, the water is colder. The fish are slower. Think about yourself. I throw you in a cold plunge. I just take you and I throw you in an ice bath. You're gonna wanna do laps in that ice bath. You're gonna wanna lock up and just sit there and be cold. You're gonna wanna lock up, right? So the fish are the same way. They just slow down. They're still gonna eat. They still want to eat. They just wanna do it a little slower. They wanna do it a little more methodical at their pace. So just slow your roll. Dead stick or a weightless pendulum, which is what I've been doing this whole video so far, is going to be your bread and butter. It's gonna be your bread and butter 100% of the time. So, tip number 1, downsize your jig. Tip number 2, don't fish summer depth. I know it sounds silly, but I see it messed up so much. And then tip number 3, slow your roll. I know you wanna catch every fish in the lake. I know it's hard to sit here and just look at them and think, man, why are they not biting? Why are they not hitting my jig? Why are they not biting my minnow? Why are the bobbers only going underwater every 3 minutes? It's because they have slowed down, guys. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Stick with it, I promise you. I promise you. Let's catch another dandy. If I catch one more dandy, I'll give you my 4th super secret tip to catching way more fish. It's a tip that nobody talks about. It's a tip that everyone should know. Let's see if we can catch another one. If I catch one more fish off this pile, guys, I'm gonna give you that info. I'm gonna give you that juice, as they say. Ooh! See, look, we got a bunch of shad over us now, so I'm gonna play the shad again. If I get hit and nothing happens, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay with those shad. Look, you can tell, you've seen this whole video, why these fish chose this area of the lake. It's a buffet, guys. It's a buffet. Non-stop food, guys. And these fish are coming up. Look at them. See them spreading? Bam, just like that. There's fish hitting them. Bam, bam, they're getting eaten. Bam, they're getting eaten. Okay, so that's all right. I don't want a seahorse again. But just want you to see, that is why these fish are on this side of the lake. It's the wind-blown side. And there's plenty of bait fish, guys. Plenty of bait fish. All right, let's go down again. Let's go down again. All right, I'm gonna get through the little guys. And again, if I catch this fish, guys, we're gonna give you that ultimate sauce, that ultimate secret to catching the most fish you've ever caught in your life. And all it takes is one more bite, one more fish out of this pile, and I'm gonna give you all that secret. So y'all drop it in the comment section. Say, come on, fish. Say, come on, fish. Here we go. Look, I'm getting inundated with shad. I love to see the shad, but I hate to see it at the same time, because when you're fishing, it makes it incredibly difficult. Look at the fish inside the. Look at them busting. Oh, those are whites right there. But there we go, guys. This is fish. I don't know what number, but it's for the sauce. It's for the sauce. All right, I told you I'd tell you. So here we go. It's a very important tip, guys. I mean, it's probably the most important tip out of all of them. And that is, if you want to catch the most crappie you've ever caught in your life, you need to be wearing Dangle Nation merch. Hat, fishing shirts, get your bobbers from there, anything. DangleNationOutdoors.com. Guys, use code SLAB to save 10% off. Get anything, even the fishing poles are on there, guys. Everything you see us use in the video is there. I'm telling you right now, scientifically proven. I'm the scientist. If you wear our merch, you're gonna catch more fish. If you use our poles, you're gonna catch more fish. I promise you guys. Hey, look, I hope today's video did it for you, man. I really hope that this helps you out. I really want y'all to be successful with the fall bite. I really, really, really do. So drop in the comment section and let me know where you're gonna fish this fall. I may join you. You know, I may pick someone to go join you and teach you a little something hands-on. But hope you pick something up, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you really enjoyed this video, I think you'll get a lot of benefit out of this playlist where I teach you all about catching fish. I mean, all about it. And then make sure you smash that subscribe button, guys, because you don't want to miss any uploads. episodes. Guys, I sincerely appreciate you hanging out. As always, don't stop the dangle. Peace.